Hello, thanks for watching the CXO Academy video. Today we'll be discussing a very important feature within CXO, and that is the commentary feature. So within CXO, we have the ability to comment per report, which we see here. So we've opened up at this moment our homepage report, which is just a KPIs. If you see at the bottom now, we have actually what we call point of view comments. So we actually have something input there. At this moment, we're looking at our top level entity. So we see here comma communications, that's our top level. But these commentaries at the bottom are linked to what we call commentary keys. So at this point, these are linked to, for example, the point of view. So if I were to switch my period now from September back to August, you'll see now that these comments actually change. So I have no comments for August in this case. So I'll show you how to input comments and how to roll them over. If we see now this entity, comma communications, is actually the parent of breakdown of the different regions. So we have United States, we have Europe, South America, Asia, and so on. So if we go now, for example, one level down, let's go to United States, for example. If we go to United States, this is for August. Now we see here I have no point of view comments. So I have no comments and no subsidiary comments. You see the section is also empty. This means that the entities below United States have not yet submitted a commentary or a comment. So if we go now for this USA entity, we'll go to point of view comments and we'll go to edit comments. And we do that by selecting the pencil icon and clicking on edit. Now this takes us to a rich text editor, so we're able to input any comments we'd like here. So for example, United States commentary, I'm just going to do this as a test comment. So we can, of course, make it bold, insert images, we can even insert files, so it's very powerful. So we'll go ahead and save these. As you see now, my point of view comments for this United States entity, I have my test commentary. So I can easily edit that, of course, again, by selecting edit, or even clearing it, or viewing the history, because it does come with a full audit trail. But what I can do now is if for the same period, I select now my top level entity, and again, I can do this at any level of the hierarchy. But in this case, I'll go back to my comma communications. And now that I see here, I still don't have point of view comments for this entity yet. But if I go to subsidiary comments, I see that some other entities have actually submitted their commentary. In this case, the United States entity, which is the one I just submitted, and you see it here. You can see who modified it and at what time. And now you also see Europe, which was must have been there before. So what we can do now is, in my point of view comments, I can either start typing on my own again by the edit and then type in my commentary. But one neat thing that CXO allows us to do is to roll up our commentary. So in this moment, I can select the pencil icon and I can select copy children to the point of view. What you see happen now is my subsidiary comments were copied to my point of view for the top level entity. And now I don't have to start from scratch. I can simply edit these comments and remove the sections I do not like and just leave some sections in there. So I can, again, edit. I can bold it. Let's remove some unnecessary. And I'll go ahead and save it. So now I've successfully rolled up these commentaries I have for comma communications, which is the top level, and my subsidiaries. The same thing works for carrying commentary over from the base. So if you don't want to roll it up level by level, you can bring them over from the base, or you can even copy from a previous period. So every month you don't have to start over on your commentary. Now one thing I did want to show as well, if we go back to September, for example, is we have different user permissions within CXO. In this case, my user is allowed to lock and unlock commentaries. So in this case, if I finish submitting my commentary, say it is the end of the deadline, and I would like to lock the system from accepting new commentaries so that it is set in stone, I can go up here to the lock icon. If you see at the moment, comments are unlocked. If I select that, I can either lock this, just everything, so I'll lock all commentaries, or lock the descendants only, and of course unlock descendants. So in this case, I'll select lock. And if you see now, the icon changes to a lock icon. And if I go to the bottom, of my report to enter commentaries, I now see that I can only view the history and not actually edit it because they are locked. So those are different type of user permissions you can set within CXO, and that gives your different users different levels of access within. You see here, we can go and see the history of what exactly has been done in the commentary. So as I said, it does come with a full audit trail. That is a commentary feature. Again, a very powerful feature within CXO, and certainly a very useful one for gathering and rolling up monthly, quarterly, yearly commentaries. I hope you've enjoyed watching it.